What up, Joe? It's your boy, Brandon. This is a special edition of episode 45 of Detroit. What up, Joe? Father's Day edition. And I'm here with my boy, Sky. Sky, let him know what's up, Joe.
What up, though, everybody? Happy Father's Day to all the dads, whoever's, if you're that running that, being that father role, stepdad, who are uncle maybe that's doing it, grandpa maybe that's doing it, maybe a mom that's even being a dad at some point. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Good shit. Way to take care of business. Keep holding it down strong. You already know.
So, also, we got on here my boy, Rich, who over here folding clothes.
Yeah, what up, though? See,
How was
I'm
your
a
Father's
single
Day,
dad.
Rich?
I'm a single dad, so I be doing the mommy thing, daddy thing. But yeah, man, I second what the Sky said. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, stepfathers. You might have adopted a kid. Like, I had an uncle that played a big part in my life. He was the one that introduced me to the sports and took me to all my games, and everything. So, even the mothers out there that got to play the father role. So, shout out to all the fathers out there, or father roles, or whatever you may play.
For sure. Happy Father's Day to Chris. Happy Father's Day to DaeDae. Everybody from the Detroit family. Before we just wish everybody a happy Father's Day. If you play a real role in your kids' life, man, you feel me? Happy Father's Day to y'all. You feel me? No doubt. All right, y'all know what it is. Back into the hottest topics in Detroit sports right now. Rich, this first topic. Well, this first topic we're gonna leave up to you, man. What do the Red Wings need to do this offseason, man?
So, and shout out to Chris, man. No, he moving. That's why he ain't on here today. Um, but defense.
Yes, sir.
We need another, at least, top four defensemen. Um, uh, I still think we need another uh, offensive player too. If you want to go high end, Mitch Marner's out there. And then if you want to go for a low rank guy, a Sam Bennett, who's in Florida, in the Stanley Cup Finals. So those would be my. Man, got to figure out this goaltending situation because this revolving door at goalie. I know some of it's defense, but some of it's goaltending too, man. So we need to solidify that. And man, they got I never thought that I would live in a world where out of all four pro teams, the Red Wings would be the worst. In Detroit.
My thing about it too is this, the little bit I do know about it. I do know that they definitely need some defense, but I know they need scoring. Say that.
Yeah.
So I think they just need an overall. I think they're young. One thing I do know, they're young. There is a couple older guys in there, but I think just need to go kind of like what Detroit Pistons need to do. We need to get those veterans in there to help these younger guys and actually get over the hump, because that's what everything I'm reading about. And I'll tell you what, I'm not the biggest Red Wings fan ever. I'm not the biggest hockey fan ever. So if I do watch hockey, it is the Red Wings. But scoring and defense, holy shit.
Yeah, I do think we do got enough scoring on the ice, but we do need defense for real. So like,
but that's the thing too, is veterans are good and you need veterans, but it's the right veterans, man. Like if you're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs right now, Florida traded for Brad Marchand from Boston. He's 37 years old, but dude has 6 goals in the Stanley Cup Finals right now.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You need that we need that veteran, because it looks like just from leading the depth chart, you got veterans, like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 veterans all leaving the team in free agency this year. Joe Snively, Brogan, Tim, William, and Josiah. All those guys are all leaving. So there needs to be some kind of stage and accusation period here that actually is helpful, like you said, with the right guys, because looking slow.
Yes, most definitely.
Get you the Piston news, man. Start with you, Sky. What moves did the Pistons need to make this offseason? You know, we started with 14 wins last year, made it to the first round of the playoffs. You feel me? It was the first round out against the New York Knicks, man. What do they need to do so they can get over that hump and get into the NBA Finals? What moves do you think they need to make this offseason?
I mean, I truly think they need more. Same thing as the Red Wings need. They need veteran help. I think Tobias did well throughout the season. I just don't think that's enough. With Cade, actually, turning it over this year, and I say this is like it was like a Cade's coming out party this year. Like almost like a welcome to the NBA moment for everybody else and not Cade. Like, hey, I'm here and I've been here type shit. So with that being said, lack of alternate scoring besides Cade Cunningham, and then random spurts from other people. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Especially like I said, when it comes to veterans, because we need guys that are we need a big signing is what we need. And I'm not talking. I seen KD being washed around.
No.
Hell no, KD. You know what KD does to teams besides the Warriors? Like, he kills those motherfuckers. Like, come on, he didn't make the playoffs with fucking Devin Booker. Are you fucking serious? Like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
So you out on the KD sweepstakes. So who would you bring in, Sky? A veteran?
Let me look at. Go to Rich. I'm gonna look at free agents really quick.
Rich, same question to you. What do the Pistons need to do this offseason, man? And who do you think they need to bring in?
So I feel we need a stretch four. Some options. You got Bobby Portis. You got Nas Reed. Another one. Depends who you talk to. Some people say yes. Some people say no. I'm saying trade for see what the Rockets, if they're trying to get rid of Jabari Smith. He's a younger guy. It was number 1 overall pick. Kind of got buried on that team. Sometimes, man, change of scenery helps, right? Like, you remember that 04 Pistons? That's all it was. People forget about, by the time Billups got to Detroit, we were already his 7th team in 4 years. Ben Wallace, we were his 3rd team.
I would take Bobby Portis and some of these guys, Nas Reed. I would even take fucking Josh Giddey at this fucking point. We just need help at scoring. We don't have the ability. We don't have the shooters like that. I think throughout the season we had depth. When it came to the playoffs, like, you've seen the significant difference in the team compared to the other teams that were going down the stretch. Like, we did take the Knicks deep, but where did we lack? Like, we had nobody else doing shit on the stretch besides Beasley and Kate. That's not gonna work.
Errol, a person I would like to see them bring in, Sky, like you said, KD couldn't do it with, bro. I would like to see them bring in the guard from Phoenix.
Ooh, Booker?
Booker.
I think it's gonna cost too much. If you watch the man, that was a great Father's Day. We had 2 blockbuster trades today, one in basketball and one in baseball. Happy freaking Father's Day. But Desmond Bain, who's a good player, but he's not Booker. He went for Caldwell Pope, Cole Anthony, and 4 first-round picks.
Yeah, they're gonna want for.
That's crazy for Bain to me.
But neither here nor Sky. I'm just saying, like, so if he's going for that, Mikal Bridges went for 4 or 5 first-round picks. Booker, oh man, empty your freaking bank account.
No, I agree. I just don't. I don't know. There's not really too many moves to be made at this point until we see who's actually they're actually going to go to and try to get available.
So, Rich, name Sky. Who would you bring in for Pistons this year?
I don't even know, man.
Here,
You gotta give me one pick, bro. You gotta give me one person. Give me one
No.
player.
Can I go get my glasses first?
Hazel.
I would say Portis would be like, I think a really good pickup for us.
You like Bobby Portis?
Mhm. We need shooters though, man. However, we can get shooters around Cade, man. Guys that can literally sit in the fucking corners, in the wings, and fucking just move and shoot the fucking rock. That's what we need.
Hey, you see, that's the way Indiana right now is keeping up with OKC, man. No corner threes, bro.
Wait. This isn't my shirt.
That is your shirt.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What am I
All right, let's get you some baseball. Rich. The Tigers are 46 and 27, first in the American League, man. Can they keep this up, Rich? Happy Father's Thank you, Tori, about the Happy Father's Day. I would say Happy Father's Day, Tori.
Well, they need we need another bat. Bad. Need another right-handed bat. I still want a fireball closer. We got some guys coming back from injury. That'll help. Maybe another starting pitcher. Don't have to be nobody, huge. Now, if you ask Mike, he wants Paul Skeens.
I like Paul Skeens.
But and that's the thing, man. Really, the Tigers had the prospects. They can get anybody they want. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, we got the prospects. If you really want to go get somebody, it's nothing off the table. But it all depends. Like me personally, I see Boston looks like they're throwing their hand in on. They're bringing up all their prospects. They traded Rafael Devers today, just before they played the game. As a matter of fact, tonight. Man, I wouldn't mind getting Chapman. And you remember that guy Bregman they were talking about? He's coming back from injury. Come on.
Bring him in.
Bring him in. Give me Chapman and Bregman, and I'll be happy.
So if the Tigers don't make any moves during this period, do you still think they can win the American League?
No.
Straight up like that? No.
No.
Why?
As this team stands, there's no way.
Why?
I mean, we need pitching depth. I mean, we just sent 2 of our relievers. So you only carry 8. 2 of them just one got designated for assignment, Brebia today. And another one, Brisky, we sent him down to AAA because them ERAs were like 7. That's not going to cut it. You got Canley and Vest pretty much doing everything. Heck, today their defense fell apart. They had they gave up 8 runs. I think only like 2 or 3 were earned. Like, that's horrible. You can't have lapses like that when it comes to playoff time. You got to be able to hit. I still think we need a right-handed power hitter. How the Giants, they just went and got Devers. I mean, they're close to being first place in the NL West. I mean, so when teams are getting better, when teams are as good as you and they're getting better, shit, you got to get better.
I agree, but
All right.
we all know how the Tigers are, bro. Like,
Shiesty.
I mean, it's definitely going to depend on Illich. Does he want to spend? I mean, but you know the Yankees, they're not going to stand pat. You know what I'm saying? And they're a team you're competing with. The Astros, they've shown that they'll go out and get some guys. So, I mean, you're going to have to.
Tori, stop with the Josh Foley shit, man.
Jason Foley, he's on the injured reserve.
You think Foley can come back and contribute to this team? Since Tori
No, he's out for the year. He's done.
He's out for a year?
Yep.
Sorry, Tori, that ain't gonna work. All right, let's talk about what everybody want to talk about. You feel me? Let's talk about the Detroit Lions. Let's start off with some hate to see you go moment for real, man. I was sad when I heard this moment, man, that he would Frank Nat Ragnow, man, he retired, man. We ain't talking about it on this over here on this thing, man. Sky, when you heard the news, man, how you feel about Frank Ragnow retiring, man?
I mean, I was happy he finally retired, to be honest with you guys.
Wow, okay.
It's not because of his play or anything like that. It's just because I knew if you're into this shit like we are, like you guys know, he's been going through this injury and all these, things with his foot and everything like this for multiple years. Yep. This isn't something new to him. He's been dealing with it. We did lose a Hall of Fame center at a decently young age here, but as in turn of like quality of life for Frank, like good shit, bro. Like get your ass out of here. We will figure this out, and you'll be able to walk for the rest of your life.
Rich, man, how you feel about when you heard the Frank Ragnow news, man, about him retiring?
I mean, Sky's not wrong, right? Like the guy played 7 years in the NFL. He probably hasn't been healthy in what, guys, 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, he's been fucked up for a minute, dude.
For a minute.
He's got an inoperable toe. I mean, hell, that game that he had, that we had in Tampa 2 years ago in the playoffs, they had to scrape his ass off the ground. He played well, and he went up against Villa, one of the best in the game. But you could clearly see, man, his body, and like Scott said, and we're all fathers on this panel. Man, we love football. We love the sport, right? We love the Lions. But at the end of the day, what's more important, the damn Lions or your kids, your family?
No, exactly.
Sometimes, there's things bigger than sports. So for that, man, go ahead, man. Like Sky said, I can't say it any better. Walk away while you can still walk, man. What are I've seen some fans, cry. What you're not gonna be happy until the guy gets wheeled off the field? I mean, come on, get your shit together.
I'm with y'all too, man. Him retiring, man. It hurt. It honestly did, but at the same time, you got to think about his health. You know what I mean, and his family, and be able to walk and everything. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if in a couple years, if our offensive line coach was to go somewhere else, they bring Frank in to be offensive line coach, man. So, kudos to Frank, man. I appreciate you. You've been through here, through the thick and the thin. You feel me? Like when we was on our ass to the new regime coming in.
You helped build this shit, Frank. For real.
Yeah, for real.
Like, so I ain't got nothing but love and respect for Frank, man.
Like,
so that
I wasn't even. So it's twofold. Both things can be true, right? I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised, if that makes sense.
It was like a ticking bomb. You know what I'm saying? That we didn't have a clock on it, Rich, but we knew at some time it was going to blow up.
Yeah, because it was what there was talk last year, and then after the San Francisco game, like, and then
dude, he was on the list every week for the last 2 years.
And the Lions, They kind of hinted at it, right? They told us by the way they drafted, right? They went and drafted 2 offensive linemen. They knew, like, and everyone tried to make it about money, and the freaking Lions were mad. Like, it had nothing to do with money. Because I even said that there's no way that they wouldn't give that guy money if that's really what it was about.
Right. It was reported saying that he was sitting out because of because he wanted a new deal and everything else like that. But come to find out, man was contemplating retirement, man. So I ain't got nothing but love and respect for Frank, man, for all the stuff that he battled and been through with his team, man. Like, does it burn a little bit that he retired? It does. Like, it really does. Like, that was the captain of our offensive line. You feel me? But that doesn't mean Panay still got to step up and do his thing, man. So, like, I don't know, man. It do burn a little bit, man. It really do. Like, I didn't want Frank to retire this year. I was hoping another year out of him, man. So with Frank leaving, man, you know, we still got Panay Sewell, we still got Taylor Decker, man. Leads me to my next question, man. Do the Lions still have the best O-line in the NFC North, man? Start with you, Rich. I'm gonna pull a graphic up and show you the rest of the teams that's in and what we expect our O-line to be, man. Do we still got the best O-line here? Why Rich just showed his whole big toe in the camera and everything. Rich, I'm gonna start off with you, man.
I to be honest with you, you can't even judge it. You got Tate's a rookie. Mahogany, with the couple games he did play, he looked good. But, I mean, essentially, he's still a rookie. I mean, Glasgow, you know, is he going to play better than he did? You got a whole new interior offensive line. Like, so I think, I mean, and then, you know, you can say Bears, too. They got a whole bunch of different. So, I mean, really, it's really hard to say. The only one that's really, you know, got any, you know, cohesion is the Packers as far as the returners. I mean, so I really can't say you do. You don't know what you got yet.
But that old line, bro, that was the strength of our team, bro. So, like,
yeah.
Scott?
I don't know if we have the best O-line. It's yet to see. You know, obviously, I think we have the best O-lineman still out of Penny Sewell. But, I mean, the Bears have a good O-line. Packers have a lot of returners. Vikings have a decent O-line. I mean, my thing is having Ragnow, Decker, Sewell, it kind of set us apart having guys like that, all three on our line. I don't know how Tate Ratledge is gonna do. I have no idea. I think he'll be fine. I liked his tape. I don't know at center.
Yeah, I would switch Glasgow.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, Graham might play, but here's my thing with Graham. Graham didn't play the best he could. I don't think the best of his ability last year. I think Graham had a little bit of an off year last year. When it comes as it comes to like being, you know what he has been. Is that because of his age? I have no fucking idea, but it does seem that there is some drop off coming with Graham, and maybe
Decker didn't even play that overly well last year.
Don't you talk about my Buckeye. Don't talk about my Buckeye.
Oh, there you go. Explains everything.
No, I don't disagree with you. I think there was some times where he had some lapses and shit like that. But again, I think he's got a couple more good years until we have to start worrying about that. But I will say this: our next draft needs to be heavy O-line. I will say that.
Scott, to stop you on that point, man, I think Decker might be gone next year.
It's either this year or next year.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, people act like so the downside of drafting well is what?
Have the money.
They all got to get paid, and you can't pay everybody. I mean,
yeah, and that's
that's the downside.
Yep, and our window is starting to become,
close.
some of these guys is starting to become I'm not saying for our Super Bowl or playoff run, we're going to be fine there. But for some of these guys being Detroit Lions, like their windows are closing.
Don't say that, Scott. You about to make me cry.
I mean,
It is what it is. You know, when you do well, when you do well, you tend to, have people, get paid well. So it is what it is. Hopefully, here's my thing with it though. I will say this: Sheila's gonna spend more money than we've ever seen it with any other Ford family member. So be ready for that. She's ready to cut the guarantees and shit like that to keep good players and keep her money up. Because I'll tell you right now, she's making a hell of a lot of money right now with the Detroit Lions doing well.
Especially the ticket prices the way they are right now.
No, exactly. We're the highest pay. We're the highest ticket prices right now in the NFL. I mean, their pricing at the for food and everything like that is not the cheapest. I'll say that. So they're making money. They're fucking making money.
well, also too, what I like about her is she stays out the way. She lets Brad do what he's got to do. Would do what he got to do. They all know their roles and they stay the hell out of each other's way.
Well, now that we went to an NFC Championship game within the first 5 years of Dan and Brad being a part of this, like it kind of set the tone for Sheila to not have to really say shit for the coming years too. So you're gonna see more of that, Rich. Like she's gonna be even sitting back more pretty because right now she's sitting back, kind of like the Queen of Detroit right now.
She is the Queen of Detroit. Let's put it like that. That's not.
She is.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. So, and that's based on her change of culture, bringing in the right people and making the right decisions and spending more money to get these nice things. Like, we've had nice things in the past, but we've never had a collective of nice things. So,
like, to be honest with you, and people might push back on me. Well, they're not going to push back on the, Sheila. Sheila's the best owner in Detroit right now. I mean, because you only got three, right? Because Chris, he owns the Red Wings and the Tigers. But, Sheila and Gores, they're the best owners, right? There's been a lot of complaints we've had about Gores. But the one thing I could say about Gores is he righted his wrong, right? When he messed up on Monty and all that, he just said, screw it. I'll pay you to stay at home and I'll go get another, I'll pay more money, go get another coach. You know what I'm saying? He ate the money. I give him credit for that, right? Then went and got Langdon and let him do his thing. So, I mean, right now, those are the two best owners in Detroit.
I think Sheila though is, no one really talks about this. I guess I've never heard anybody talk about this. I guess Sheila sets the tone for Detroit now, as it comes for owners. You know what I'm saying? Of big things, like
especially the turnaround she has since she took over the organization too.
Right, exactly. So she has one of the most popular, profitable items in Detroit right now, and she did it, within 5 years of basically taking over the business from a family member. So she's at the top of the food chain when it comes to all that shit. And it's like I said, it's a tone setter. It's a standard setter. Hey, listen, you guys need to be fucking better, owners of the Red Wings, Tigers, and Pistons, because listen, we're doing big things over here. So,
I mean, you're not wrong, Sky. She puts her name on so much stuff too.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different than other markets because people will be like, "Oh, Miami, what about like them? What Seattle? Like, hey, listen, like, we're a very heavy sports town in Detroit.
Yes,
we truly dial in on our sports teams, and that's across the board from everybody, and that's just what it is out here. If you're from here, you get it. If you're not from here, I would understand. Like if you're a fucking Tennessee Titans fan, you don't get what the fuck we're talking about.
Jay Reed.
Hey, I live in Tennessee. Be nice.
Jay Reed.
Exactly. And why are you a Detroit Lions fan? My point fucking exactly. Thanks for proving my point.
Right team you said, Scott. Right team you scared.
Right. This is what I'm saying right here. We just do shit differently here. So I get that. So thanks for setting the tone, Sheila.
Oh
So
yeah, most definitely.
So I got a little bonus question for everybody. Do you Scott? I'm gonna go off your point. Do you think the window for the Lions is closed? Start with you, Rich.
Oh no. I mean, you're in a Scott said it best, right? I give credit where credit's due. The window's not closed, but at the same time, this team is going to continue to look different. Like you're not going to be able to keep everybody. Period.
And the more
like
you do well, the more players need to get paid a lot. And so we're gonna. I mean, do you think drafting Kirby in the 3rd round, or did you think that they were gonna go? We're gonna have to pay him to be the number 1 safety in terms of the league.
Fuck no, they didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Did they like bet on fucking having to get Brian Branch dropped to the 3rd round and get him? And now we got
or Amon-Ra
or Amon-Ra in the 4th round. The only guys you can really bank on having to pay is when you took Goff. You're more likely going to have to pay him because unless he was a complete shit show.
But even then, Sky, I don't think you drafted him and thought, well, damn, he's gonna change the landscape of the running back pricing scale.
Gibbs.
He's about to get paid, guys.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be the highest paid running back in the league.
No, he will, but in the terms we'll have money for that because the way they're doing it, they're not going to repay Montgomery. Like we won't have Montgomery after his contract's up, so they read him up early, which was smart by them. Smart as fuck by them to read him up like they did, which leaves Gibbs after the next 2 years. They're more than likely he's still a running back though, Rich. So they're probably going to run his contract out, like his rookie contract, and then they're going to pay him after his 3rd year or 4th year. And Gibbs is going to go along with it because the usage he gets, he's not in a position that he's getting banged up. He's not. People don't realize, like in our situation, our very specific situation, Jahmyr Gibbs truly hasn't had very many miles put on him. It may seem like it, but if you look at the numbers, he's just purely putting that up based on him just getting the ball and then making a fucking play on it. He's taking advantage of his looks.
Right, and because you got to think the Lions have still got David Montgomery as the number 1 back.
Like they totally split. They totally split when they're both healthy. So like the miles are not going up on these guys, and they're still producing. So with that being said, it just he's going to be able to go to that. I think that 4-year contract. If not, they may play it. May play it as in pay him now, so he's not more expensive later, type of deal. Which is another thing that they could do. Goff's contract is going to be weaning its way out here soon, so you got all that. I don't know what they do with Goff after that. They might move on with his ass after this next contract. Who the fuck knows?
Really, Kate? I don't see that room.
Like we just have no idea. There's a couple things that if Goff's contract comes out there and we get a rookie, that's ready to go and is going to play, that changes fucking everything. In terms of what superstars and what other mediocre stars that we can pay. We're already a heavy depth team anyways. Like people said it last year, we had one of the best practice squads in the NFL, and I truly think we do this year going in it too. So our depth, just with that being said, and then on top of our depth going as our players, like next man up, it truly is that because they do produce. So
like let me go out here and say something. I would not be surprised if Anzalone wants too much money that we don't bring him back.
I don't really see us giving Anzalone another big deal.
I mean,
I think that's
You're
gonna
on
be
the
the
other
first.
side of 30. You got other guys that need to get paid. Like, I'm on a 1-year contract with you, buddy. You just gave Barnes not a huge contract, but a nice little contract. What was even the guys, Barnes, Malcolm, they weren't drafted high. They were drafted low, and they're not, budget killers. But they're still high contributors to our team.
No, I agree. But in terms of like, say, Anzalone, we've seen what the defense looks like without Anzalone for a couple games.
And it was Sky. He made a big difference. Sky. He made a big difference when he was in there.
I mean, not. But here's the thing: without Barnes as well. Like when Barnes was out there,
and you're without Hutch.
right? So without Barnes out there, it does change it. But with Barnes coming back, we just paid him. He was a playmaker for us. I know some of you guys don't like him, but like he did play
that's
fine.
DaeDae. That's the other guy.
Yeah, he just popped in too.
He did play. He did play fine in his role, and then we do have Campbell, which Campbell is going to continue to grow and get better. So necessarily, like, I love Anzalone, but if he does want too much money, I wouldn't pay him either.
And then Campbell did make a big step when Anzalone was out. You feel me? Let's not take that in a small part too.
Well, I'm not.
I want to see what that Stewart, because he had a couple of good games, but he wasn't getting a lot of playing time. What does he do with more playing time?
Who?
The Stewart, the Grant Stewart that we got from Indianapolis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I'm not saying he's an all-pro, but I'm saying he had some.
I know.
I think he had a game with like 20 tackles. Like, he did good in sparing time. What can he do with more time? I mean, you never know.
See, Joe. I don't know if that's necessarily true with Anzalone. I think he's a great player, but what I'm saying is when we seen him without him out there, the defense wasn't ran horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't like absolutely changing every fucking outcome of every football game. He wasn't.
Okay. I thought you were talking a different way. Okay, I get what you're saying now. I thought you were saying our defense was absolutely trash without him, and then that's why I was bringing up. Well, we had other injuries as well. Okay, I see your point.
I truly don't think it. I think it would be just fine. It was just fine last year. I think our problem last year was not having Hutch, so our pass rush was dog shit, and then our back end was honestly young outside of a couple of guys. So, like this year, having another year on top of these guys, Kirby's gonna be happy. Brian's gonna be motivated. We got DJ Reed, which is
That's an upgrade.
I fucking love that we added DJ Reed, bro. Like, he is literally one of my favorite fucking corners in fucking the NFL. Like, every single fucking time I do a Madden draft or anything like that, bro, and I'm running through and I need a fucking corner, it's DJ fucking Reed, dog, because and in real life, he's a fucking dog. He's a dog. The Jets don't know what they fucking lost in DJ Reed. They're
gonna find out. They're
about to find out that one side is no more locked the fuck down like they had for fucking 4 years.
I think AG.
Like AG's pissed about it. I know AG's pissed about it.
Uncle AG pissed about that. Hell yeah.
Especially now that we got him over here and he doesn't get to use him over here, dude. He's gonna. One thing people don't realize. DJ Reed wanted to play here more than fucking anybody. He's from Michigan. Like, he's gonna die on that motherfucking field, and he's one of the better fucking corners in the league. So, like, we literally just got a guy that is gonna show the fuck up week in and week the fuck out, because he's gonna have 30 fucking family members every single fucking home game in a fucking section.
Oh boy, gonna be broke by the end of the year.
Every single week. You know it too. Every single week it's gonna be a fucking turn up. Every fucking week, bro. Oh my god, bro. It's good. I love that we got a DJ Reed. Shout out to DJ fucking Reed, man. Thanks for coming fucking back, bro. Thanks for coming back to the city, man. Shit.
Carlton Davis leaving a big hole, and we don't know, about our boy Agent Z. Well, can't even call him Agent Zero no more. He's changed his number, but he gonna help solidify that corner position. You feel me? Plus, they got them safeties over the top. You feel me? So
Our secondary is twice as good as it was last year. That's just because Terrion's in his second year and we added DJ Reed. We still have Rack. We still have fucking what's his dick? Why am I blanking on him right now, bro?
Amik.
Amik. We still have Amik, bro. Like I love Amik too. Like come
Wow,
on,
what's
bro.
his dick?
Our
Really?
cornerback room is fucking set. I'm still not happy that we didn't re-sign Vildor, but
all right, here we go with the Vildor.
But Sky, they brought in a guy that can fill Vildor's spot.
I agree. I'm happy with that. I'm glad they fucking did. But my thing still is, you see who signed him instantly.
Tampa.
Yeah.
Can you go to Tampa?
Yeah, instantly. Boom.
Yeah, I thought Vildor played well last year.
He plays well every time except for when the ball gets hit off his helmet for a fucking
Or when
50-yard pick one time.
That was still a phenomenon, bro. That whole play, bro.
he's also the one who got beat on the CeeDee Lamb touchdown in Dallas, ain't he?
Okay, so you're blaming it on him? Anybody in the NFL is Jalen fucking Ramsey is getting beat on that play. Nobody is stopping any wide receiver in that play, bro. It's a 10-second broken play. Like he literally ran a deep post and then curled it back towards the sideline.
Barnes missed a sack.
Yeah, like there's so much, dude. Like no
Barnes
way.
missed a sack.
But
Yeah, I know. That was my boy Barnes. That was Barnes' fault, for sure.
But that was 2 years ago as well. That wasn't last year. He played a lot better last year.
He's a good fucking force in third string corner, guys. Like he is literally a great depth piece. We just don't have him anymore, which we filled those spot, which is great. But I'm just saying, like he is when in a time of need and you need a fucking guy to go in there and play outside, he was putting in fucking work, bro. So against the best fucking corners.
That's all right. We gonna get a big year from DaeDae's favorite player.
Barnes?
No, your favorite player, Day.
Who's that?
The Davenport.
Man, that dude. They're gonna be on IR by quarter number 3.
Oh, I like getting that day, man. I like pulling his strings. It's fun.
You expecting a big year? Are you really expecting a big year out of Davenport, Rich? Let's keep it real. Like,
I am.
He stays healthy. I am too. To be honest with you.
And so this is the thing.
I'm on him like I was on Barnes.
Oh man. Okay, it's what they want.
So why you laughing at me, DaeDae? Please tell me, DaeDae, who said Torque was going to have a good year this year?
He did say that.
Say who?
Torque.
Torque will see.
Oh yeah, we already.
Everybody laughed at me. Did they not, Day?
Yeah, they did.
Saying, if he does this, I'll get you this, I'll get you that. Well, guess who's got gifts coming?
Damn.
Am I wrong, DaeDae?
No. I don't know what I owe you, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
So thank you, Torque. Shout out Torque.
Then I'm actually
if Davenport can stay healthy, man, he can have a good year.
Man, that's a big if though, man. Like
it is. It's a huge if.
So so this is what I think. I'll give you some bullet points on why I think so. One, the injury last year. So his career is injury riddled. Okay, I can't argue that. But last year in particular, that was a fluke injury.
It was a bullshit injury, yeah.
Yeah, karate chop like fuck.
This year, he didn't get a $10 million contract. He only got $1.5 million and he has to earn to get the 5. So he's
Right
got
home
to earn
special.
his money.
Right home special.
So that means, fuck, if you want more money, like,
You gotta stay
I'm
healthy.
sure,
Gotta eat
you
your
know,
Wheaties.
yeah, they
Drink your
say
milk.
they have
My boy
the
needs some
reports
milk.
coming out that his mind's in a different place, his body looks different. Hey, shit, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and Hutch is back. They played well before all the injuries happened. They played well together.
Yeah, our defense is one of the top defenses before everybody started going down.
Yeah. I mean, and then it was a fucking domino effect.
Started with, I think Davenport was first, and then I think it was Barnes, and then Hutch, or was it Hutch and then Barnes?
The way it seemed like
Barnes and Hutch.
DaeDae, it was one room after another. It was the D line room, and then it was the linebacker room, and then it was the
That was it. Corner, knock on wood, corner room stayed healthy last year.
Well,
to an extent.
Carter Davis went out, though.
Yeah, until the end of the last game when we had friendly fire.
What up, John?
Yo.
Yeah, Branch took, no, Meek took Davis out, right? It was either Branch or Meek took Davis out.
So I mean, it's but yeah.
No, and then Branch took a Meek out in the playoff game.
And I still think Branch battled some injuries too. Because he didn't, he looked a lot different in the latter part of the season than he did the beginning part.
Yeah.
Rookie Wall.
He's not wasn't a rookie last year.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's been one of the years.
What are we talking about? Rookie Wall.
That was that sophomore slump.
Motherfucker hit that super late.
All right, my next topic before we go, I got a question for y'all. You know, we got a new offense coordinator. You know, Ben Johnson did go to the Bears. So with that being said, man,
Fuck Ben.
can John Moore, man, I fuck Ben Johnson too, but can this offense be better than what it was ran with Ben Johnson?
I don't know if it'll be better, but I think we're still going to be good. I don't think we're going to fall off on offense. But I think it's going to be a different type of offense than we're used to seeing. We're still going to run the fuck out of the ball.
No more trick plays, because I seen where he would had the Bears linemen running fucking routes in practice was fucking around.
Yeah. See, I don't think there's going to be as many it's not as going to be as cute. And I also see more downfield shots. So golf, we can't afford you to decide when and where that you want to have a good ball to throw.
Better hit the
Because
gym
I
and
will
start
say
working on
that
the
about
squat.
him, and I have been saying one day he'll have the prettiest ball, like the one that he caught J-Mo in stride against Dallas for 63.
Beautiful.
And then other games, fucking quack, looks like fucking duck hunt out there. Like, you can't have that.
Leave my quarterback alone, bro.
Well, he ain't wrong, though.
He got
He ain't wrong, though.
medium-sized hands.
What'd you say, John?
He got medium-sized hands.
I don't give a damn. If you could throw it 63 yards one time, you can do it multiple times.
I
That
don't know.
medium hands didn't stop you from grabbing all that medium cash that we just gave you.
Go ahead, Scott.
I don't know. I think it's going to be fine. John Morton, you know, Ben comes from basically from this tree anyways, because the way the offense was set up through John when he was there. Is it going to be very similar? I don't know. I'm yet to see it. The play calling wise, like the sequence in which he does things and the way he goes about it, I think it's going to be very similar, just based on how Goff likes to run and what works best for Jared.
Golf like to run like a giraffe?
No, like the way he likes to run his offense, and like through him. Like what I mean by that is the way the offense runs best through Jared, like play calling wise. I think that's going to stay super similar. It's going to be a run in the play actions. You're going to see a couple trick plays here and there. I don't think you're going to see as many, just because Ben. I think that's like a Ben specialty thing. I think Ben is one of those guys that really likes to do that shit, and like kind of show off his shit. I think John will be a little bit more conservative when it comes to that shit, and just kind of get the job done in that situation. If you get what I mean.
DaeDae?
I already answered. I was the first one to answer.
You always say your first one answer, but we don't ever remember. What did you say?
He was first because nobody wanted to go.
Man, me myself, man, I just feel like a lot of them trick plays that Brady Johnson ran, man, did fucking work. And I did keep the fucking offense going. So I feel like he's gonna have to come in with some kind of. It might not be as many trick plays, but we're gonna need some trick plays. So is this offense gonna be better than Ben Johnson? That's tip the grass, man. So like, I mean, he is familiar with this team because he was here before, but Ben Johnson.
But if you look at all coaching trees, right? You can take the Baltimore Ravens defenses. You can take the West Coast, whatever you want to take. They all come from the same tree, but they all put their own spin on it. Everyone has their own way of doing it. It could be similar. You know, even seeing basketball, the Phil Jackson ran the triangle, right? Steve Kerr does it, but took it and did his own way. And it's worked for him, right? Everybody, just because you come from that same tree and run, you still do it your own way. You know what I mean? Wink Martindale was the innovator of the Ravens defense.
Absolutely.
But he plays way different than his contemporaries, the ones behind him. But they all do it their own way. You still have the same concepts, but everyone does it their own way. So it's like this. John Morton, he was here their first year. So, I mean, so that's an advantage, right? He's worked with Dan. So he knows what Dan wants and expects. Dan knows what, it's, so we'll be fine. We got too many weapons not to be fine. So if you do 10 less trick plays, that could be 5 more, Gibbs runs. That could be 5 more Laporta chances, 5 more James. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're good. I have no concern.
I got a question for you. What player on offense do you think it benefit more that he's now our offensive coordinator?
J-Mo.
Damn, everybody go with my boy J-Mo. Sky and John.
I think it's going to benefit Jared more. And the reason I say that is because John he's an older guy. He's going to be a little bit more old school with some of this shit when it comes to things. And what I mean by that is he's not going to put Jared under some of those situations where Ben necessarily wanted to run a play that I don't think really works for Jared sometimes. I think there's going to be a lot less of that shit. I don't know. That J-Mo, you guys said J-Mo. I don't think much is going to change for J-Mo outside of him just now being more of like somebody that's going to get a lot more looks this year. And I think that would have been true with any coordinator that's coming in or Ben.
John, who do you think that benefits more on offense? I got to answer different than everybody too.
Yeah, I honestly probably Laporta. Honestly,
damn it, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's just on the fact that like,
God damn.
I still think we're gonna throw the ball a lot. We're gonna, Alvarez is gonna get used, but Laporta is gonna be used a lot more in the middle of the field.
Yep, John. Do you guys think Morton runs a pro set More than what did Miss Johnson do right yet? Just going for Joshua's questions.
What do you mean?
No, I think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be exactly the way it was last year. Outside of some more conservative play calling.
Damn, John, you took my answer, bro. I shouldn't even ask you, bro. Fuck, man. All right, we got one more topic before we get. Here was a poll taken, y'all, lately. That who would you rather have? Would you rather have Matthew Stafford in his prime or Jared Goff in his prime? And out of 908 person that voted, people said they would have Stafford more than Goff in his prime. Seeing everything that Goff has done for this organization since he taken over. You know, not saying Stafford has done, but Stafford never won a playoff game. Goff has won several. Who would you rather have in their prime, Sky? Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford?
Matt. That's no offense to Jared. It's just that Matt's a better quarterback.
Matt, can you imagine Matt in this offense? You know, obviously this offense doesn't come together without Matt. You know what I'm saying? Because he's part of the big trade that brought this all together. But Stafford in this offense, Stafford with fucking J-Mo? Come on.
Oh my gosh, bro.
What are we doing here?
Jeez. Hey, J-Mo
Stafford with Laporta, too. Because Stafford was, like, big on the tight end.
Might eclipse 1,800 yards.
Hey, John, I was going to say he might get 2,000.
I was thinking it, but that's still pushing on it. That is still pushing it.
I mean, he had, woo, man.
Hey, especially with Stafford's fuck it, let me just throw it up there attitude.
Oh yeah. Hey, J-Mo down there somewhere, John.
Right.
Hey, you see what he did with Kenny Galladay's career? You feel me?
Yeah. I don't even think this is a conversation to be honest. And like you know, it's no disrespect to Goff, but I mean, Stafford's got the better arm, and with the, you know, even Laporta can go, you know, stretch the middle of the field, and with, this is, yeah. I mean, Stafford won a Super Bowl, right? Like, so this trade, I can't even be mad at it though, because it helped both teams. Both teams won. That scenario was out on Twitter too. Like, both teams won. Both can be true. The Rams got a Super Bowl. The Lions got a jump start on their rebuild. And quarterback to boot. So I mean,
yeah, and Jared played well.
Yeah, I don't hate to trade for either team.
Well, our hour is coming up, man. I appreciate everybody that's watching, man. 340 people, man. Do us a favor, please hit that subscribe button, man. Detroit Family Report on YouTube and follow us on X, man. Very much appreciate that. One more time, y'all know what it is. It is our day, you feel me? Happy Father's Day from everybody from Detroit Family Report, man. Sky, DaeDae, Chris, John, man. Y'all all are excellent fathers, man. And I ain't giving nothing but give y'all kudos, man. Keep doing y'all thing with the dad things, you feel me, man? Even myself, man, you feel me? I gotta pat myself on the back, you feel me? Shout out to all the real fathers out there. And if you are a mother taking the role of a father's role, man, shout out to you too, man. Fathers do matter.
Doing that.
We're gonna do that, you feel me? Because I know a lot
of
I'm doing that
about
because
the
I know
dad.
a lot of I'm doing that because I know a lot of mothers that's doing both roles, you feel me, bro? And I do gotta give a shout out to them, man. Even on Mother's Day, you feel me? For the fathers.
Nobody gives a shout out to the dads who play both roles on Mother's Day.
Hey, listen, I just said, and we're doing it on Mother's Day, you feel me? Like I said,
I got a quick observation though. So you got Neil with his kids. You got, me and my daughter. You got DaeDae and his son. And you got Sky with, is Chris his father?
No.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah! He looks like my son though. Really, he looks like my little kid. Little Christy.
I couldn't fit everybody in the picture, bro, but I was just trying to get man. Damn.
That's baby
I'm
Chris.
sorry, Sky. I just,
That's baby Chris.
That is
Oh. Like I said, man, two all the real fathers out there, man. Like I said, Sky, Chris, man. DaeDae, John, Mike ain't a father yet, but all the real fathers out there, man, I do appreciate y'all, man. Happy Father's Day from Detroit.
Oh, Mike got triplets out there. They're just
man,
boiling right
Mike, that man, you feel me? You don't know how many, you know how many kids
now. They
back
boiling
you
in the pot. Ain't that right, DaeDae?
Do us a favor, man. We almost at our goal, man. 500 subscribers, man. We will be giving out a free Lions, Tigers, Pistons, or Red Wings jersey, man. Go do us a favor. Please hit that subscribe button. It's 311 of y'all, man. If half of y'all would just hit the subscribe button, bro, we already be at that point, you know. But we appreciate y'all do watch us on this Father's Day. With that said, man, we're gonna let everybody know where they can find us out, man. I ain't gonna pick up my kids, you feel me? Scott, let them know where they can find you at, bro.
At Lions Fan Report on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube, please. On Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. Get that going. We need you guys to hop on here. Everybody watching, go and subscribe on there. We're trying to do some giveaways and try to do some shit for you guys. But want to get our YouTube going a little bit better. So make sure you guys go subscribe.
Shout out to our show on Wednesday too, Scott. Scott, shout out to our show on Wednesday too.
What? Oh, Lions Fan Report Wednesdays. You already know. Me and Tori.
For sure.
Come check
Rich,
it
let them know where they can find you at, Rich.
What?
Let them know where they can find you at.
Find me on X at Riggs928.
Let them know about the baseball show too, Rich.
We've had a little hiatus, man, with Chris moving and
Everybody moving. Everybody getting new locations.
Hey, I'm next. we just gonna call it the relocation show.
You feel me? We out here, you know. Never know what neighborhood we're in. But let them know about Saturdays, man, 8 o'clock p.m., man.
Yeah, hopefully we can catch up with y'all next Saturday. 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central.
For sure. DaeDae, man. My brother from another mother who parents don't know each other, man. Let them know where they can find you at, brother.
Man, you can find me right here, or you can find me on Twitter at Markham246. But mainly,
How was your trip to Michigan, bro?
Hazy. I'll say that, it was very hazy. I I fucking smoked the whole fucking time I was up there. From the minute I landed to pretty much the minute I took off.
For sure, man. Hey, y'all know who I am, man. I'm Big Bandit, man. Y'all can find me right here, man. Detroit Fan Report, man. Do us a favor, man. Please hit the subscribe button, man. Like I said, one more. Shout out to all the fellas, man. That's real followers out there, man. For sure, man. With that said, man, we out here, man. Everybody spend the rest of the day with just your kids, man. You feel me? With that said,
Rest of the day, it's fucking 10 o'clock. They should be in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah,
Ain't no school tomorrow.
Hell yeah, they are.
Ain't no school tomorrow. School out.
Hey, 3 more days for mine.
Crew, where you what?
Mine ain't even in school, so they just do what they want. Except for they go to bed at 8:39 every night.
As American kids should. You feel me? But with that said, man, please hit the subscribe button. With that said, man, appreciate everybody, man. And we out. Peace.
Nah, you need to get rid of that shit, bro. You need to get rid of that shit.